Hello everyone, my name is Bree and welcome to Documented Journey. Look at these! These are two of my new sojourners. I love them. I do have the same size here. This is my Field Notes. This is Elan. These two colors are from her new collection, her fall collection. So I don't think Mizpah you can get anymore, but I know you can get Elan. So it is the same size as my Stag pocket. I know this is very loved, not only by me, but a lot of other people that follow me. I totally get it. I'm in love too. But sometimes you just want to switch it up. Like, I think I've mentioned in another video before that, you know, you're in a journal funk and you just don't know how to get out of it. And I've talked about how a lot of times I go outside or maybe I will switch my notebook up, or I have a video on like different ways to get out of a journal slump. But something that I didn't talk about in that video was the fact that you could switch out your cover. I know that covers are expensive. I get that. But I'm not one to buy a ton of clothes. I don't spend my money on a lot of art supplies, to be quite honest. So I have the money to spend it on covers. On top of that, I am not afraid to sell something that I'm just not using or haven't fallen in love with. So you may have seen a cover on my channel from any maker, and I possibly could have already sold it, because right now I have only a few, I shouldn't say a few, I have a handful of sojourners. If you want to see my collection, let me know in the description box. Sometimes I just don't like to show it because it is forever changing and I feel a little guilty of showing something, but I don't mind talking about the different leathers and why I like them and all that kind of stuff. For instance, I have talked about the Stag a lot. I know that you guys have seen this, but who doesn't love it? So I'm gonna show it again. The reason why I like this guy is because he is very sturdy. There's some structure to him. I don't feel like I feel like he really protects my notebooks, okay? This right here, the Elan, is completely different. Super floppy. And more like, if you guys have been following me for a while, more like the Huggable that I had, the green Huggable that I had. So we'll see. If I was just to pick a notebook because of its color, this would be it, the Elan. But I really like structure when it comes to my notebook. Now, I like what she did because she used the Elan on the inside as well. And it is, I'm gonna really look at it. It's the same thickness, Now here on the Stag, she used the natural pocket, and this is way thinner than the Stag. And I really think that that's going to help with the structure of the Elan. So we'll see. I'm giving it a test, right? So this is what I'll be using. It is very smooth. It's a smooth leather, but it does have some pebbly marks to it, and you can feel that. It does not bother me. The inside is amazing. It's not rough to the touch. It is not scratchy. It is smooth and velvet, like most of her other leathers on the inside, especially the more like huggable type floppier leathers. It's very squishy. I love that. And I don't think that you're going to get a whole lot of scratches in this. Like if I scratch my finger, I can still kind of like buff it out and it's no big deal. So in this one, it's going to be my illustrated journal. I'm setting it up exactly how my Stag was set up. So this was given to me by Robin. He's like my, I don't know, my journal warrior. He just stays there and peeks out and protects my journal. I don't know. I think of Robin every time I look at that. So I go ahead and keep it in there. This is my Coptic Stitch Handbound Journal. This is the craft cover, and I chose the feather black and white sticker. Normally I don't choose my stickers, but I really like this one, so I went with it. Now in this journal, like every journal, I have started with a quote. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put here, but I thought maybe something eventually drawing or a family photo. Oh, I'm gonna give you a flip through, I guess. I did a draw my day in here. I'm just inspired because of all the people that have been talking about it. And then I also finally stepped out of my comfort zone a tad and drew an illustration of an animal. I don't know, I'm gonna maybe venture out and start sketching other things. Now I have prepped a page here for documenting some photos that I need to catch up on. But remember, in this journal, I want to do 2-in-1s, you know, like it would be really cool if I had a photo of my day, of something along in my day, along with all these drawings. That's what I want to get to again. But in this notebook, I have ledger paper, I have mixed media paper, and I have 52 GSM Tomo River paper. I made this notebook when I was loving the 52 in my B6, but I are just by this part of my woodpecker, I could tell that the paper, now I was pressing hard, and you cannot see, if you really look, you can see some ghosting. There's nothing really that is popping through crazy, but I just don't want to have to deal with that in my illustrated journal because I want to be able to press really hard and get as black as I want to get. And so in my next journal, I will not use 52 GSM, but lesson learned. So again, I have mixed media paper right here. I have a few sheets of Tomo River. I have some ledger, and then it just keeps repeating itself. So that is my new illustrated journal. Again, it's the field note size, and it is being housed in Elan by Sojourner. Again, this beautiful green color. This is my color, man. I am so impressed. You know, actually, Solomon is the other color in this line, and I really like it too, so. Rowena has some nice leathers. She is right when she says she doesn't pick an ugly leather. I think that saying is hilarious, and she says it a lot just for me, and I'm saying it now for her. Okay, so the Mizpah. The Mizpah is going to be hard for you to find if you do love it. I am so lucky that I was able to snag up the Mizpah, but it is absolutely gorgeous. This is what it looks like. Again, it's not a sturdy leather, it's a floppy leather. It's not going to mark up at all. Like I'm really digging, and it's not doing anything. So the striations on the leather, that's it. That's what you get, which I really enjoy, and I'm glad I got this. I feel like it's thinner than most leathers, but I am actually changing my system up. This is my calendar. Did I tell you that this is the signature size? This is the signature size. And this is what I keep my calendar in. I normally do my calendar myself. I just do the layouts myself, and this is how it goes. However, I've noticed that it's been getting busier and busier, and I've been writing a lot more in here. And my little sections of being able to like journal it out and figure out like what I want to write about is dwindling. I have to I fill this space. Obviously it's already filled and we're not even finished. And then I have to go back here and write more back here. Not to say that's bad, but I know that the journal or the planner that I pulled this layout from has a lot more space because it has week on one page and notes on the other. So I think what I am going to be, well, I shouldn't say think. I ordered a Hobonichi Weeks. And the reason why I do not care for the Hobonichi Weeks is because I do not like the size. Yeah, I am that person. I don't like the tall skinny. I remember the very first time that I got into journaling with a traveler's notebook, and the reason I didn't like it was because I didn't like the standard standard size. I did not like it. So what I did was I ended up cutting it down to a B6 Slim, I guess, and making my own inserts for it. And that's kind of how this whole thing for me started. But I'm ordering a week's, and I'm nervous because I really like the cover that I'm getting. It is a botanical cover. I can't even pronounce the actual name for it. And I want to put it in here, but I'm scared when I cut it down that it's going to ruin the front cover. So silly when I say it out loud, but I know that because it's a signature size, the weeks is like 7 and a little bit tall, and the signature size is 6.5. So I wouldn't be cutting off too much at the bottom. There's a lot of Japanese quotes and stuff at the bottom. So I wouldn't be cutting off any usable space at the bottom, maybe in my monthlies, but it might cut off like a little bit of the box. And honestly, if you look, I can flip back. I use my monthlies for YouTube planning, but that's about it. It's not like I really utilize the monthlies something fierce. It's more just figuring out something, figuring out like some time frames and stuff. So yeah, I have the weeks. It's coming to me. I will be hopefully putting it in here. This is just like a notes book. I keep quotes in here. I do shopping lists, podcasts. This is like, hey, I'm going to write something down. Like maybe I'm somewhere and I have my planner, but I don't have anything else. I might journal in this and then rip it out and put it in my my throwaway journal, which that video is coming to everyone. So this is Mizpah, and hopefully my Hobonichi will fit in here because this was purchased for my calendar. And yeah, if not, someone did tell me that my Hobonichi could fit in my trifold because it's a B6 slim-ish size. So we will see about that. But these are the 2 new leathers that I have. Again, if you are interested in me doing a collection video, I can do that for you. I just hesitate because one, I have bought a ton and sold a ton. So I don't have all the things. And 2, I don't want you to think that you should have all these notebooks, because you shouldn't if you don't. You know, like I was buying different ones off the buy sell trade group and from Rowena because I was really looking to see what sizes I want. You know what I mean? So I have for the most part figured it out. I really love the field note size for my illustrated journal at the moment because in this season of life, it is easy for me to do a full spread of an illustration when I'm out and about at the park with the kids, you know? And this has always been my size for my travel, sketchbook anyway, except for it was always long. If you remember, it was always long like this. It was a landscape view, and now I've just switched it to portrait. And I've been in these smaller journals for my travel journal or my drawings like this for a long time. So now I have 2 covers. So if I get bored with a cover, then I switch it out, and then it'll keep me going for however long I want to keep doing this, you know? As for this, I really fell in love with the signature size with my planning. I'm not really sure why. I like the I don't like the long paper. I don't like the long pages. So if the Hobonichi doesn't work as is, then I cut it down and it fits right in here and we're good to go. That's what Mizpah will be for. And then I do like the B6 for written journaling. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and leave all your comments, questions, all that good stuff. I love chatting with you. So let's chat in the comment section below. And until next time, everybody, I'll see ya.